Hello everyone, my name is Swanky. I've decided that it's been a little bit too long since I've posted a new video, and I haven't actually played Rocket League in about 6 months or so, and I've recently got back into the game, so hopefully this won't hurt your eyes too much. But anyway, this is a Platinum 2 2v2 game, and before I ramble on anymore, let's get into it. Alright. So off the kickoff, just going to the left, grabbing some boost. Right here, I see that my opponents are kind of in an awkward spot, and one of them is facing the opposite direction. I end up just going for the ball here because I know that I can definitely beat my opponents to it since they're not reacting. You see my teammate kind of back off there on their left. He probably should have challenged a little harder, but he ends up clearing it into their zone. Right here, he gets the right idea. He tries to bump our opponent out of the way. That way, I don't get pressured into a shitty situation. Right here, for some reason, I touched the ball. That was just a kind of a stupid touch on my part. And that should have been a goal right there, but, you know, everyone makes mistakes. Now I have to rush back and see if I can get a save here. And luckily I do. They're just kind of slower to the ball. Again, I hit the ball into the corner, trying to set up a pass, and I mess up a shot again. Then I get bumped into the corner, and I notice my teammate's really far back, so I just try to keep pressure right here. Good clear by my teammate, and I see an opportunity, so I try to shoot it on net, and again, I miss. Once again, I can't do anything here, so I just let my teammate deal with it. I try to back him up. I go to grab boost. And then I drive up to center field to see if I can get a shot. If my teammate passes it out to me, he gets a decent attempt there. Now right here is where I see a lot of players get stuck at lower ranks. They usually try to chase the ball into the corner. And what you should do instead is kind of rotate around. That way you can get a nice clear out to center. And you'll see in a second why this works out perfectly for us. Okay, so this Batmobile, he's got the right idea. He tries to go up for the shot. He's waiting for his teammate to pass it, and instead he gets a little out of position, and he tries to save it by backflipping instead of just rotating back and hitting it to the side. It's a good idea to watch your replays and realize when you're making mistakes like this. That way you can prevent them from happening in the future. That way next time you're in an awkward spot like that, you know exactly what to do right away. After the kickoff, I try to set up another shot, and I miss once again. My teammate almost sneaks it in, and I try to look for boost. I end up getting mid boost. And I'm just going to try to challenge since I feel like my teammate's going to rotate backwards. I should keep the pressure up. Instead, I get demoed, and I start to panic. Luckily, he doesn't get a good shot on goal. I get a decent clear out to the middle. Right now, I'm just looking for some boost. I'm going to let my teammate keep pressuring them. And now I get a little too cocky right there. And I wasn't expecting the Batmobile to touch it twice. What I really should have done was challenge it right away. Instead, I kind of waited and I was trying to be cheeky to maybe like pop it over. So this really should have been a goal right here. Luckily, I get it out to the corner. And I see my teammate creeping up, so I back off a little bit. I let him try to challenge. And right here, you're going to notice me kind of back off and just kind of wait and see what happens since there's a lot of weird stuff going on. And somehow the ball ends up going in the net. So he goes up for a pass and doesn't quite make it. And what he should be doing is backing up his teammate right now. Instead, he hovers around mid and he ends up being terribly out of position. And once again, it's just players in Platinum still making positional errors. So I kind of win the kickoff. Once again, going to grab some boost. I see my teammate go for a clear. And he gets a nice wall touch there. And I get to clear it into the corner. Now there's no need for me to chase that ball into the corner. So I'm just going to go back up my teammate. Make a nice wide rotation around. I get a nice clear out to center. And I just get a nice little pop over my opponent right into the net. So let's take a look at what happened here. You see this guy start chasing the ball back. He should be rotating right. And I kind of want to take a look at what his teammate's doing as well. So he's kind of unsure of himself here, whether he wants to rotate or go for the ball. What he should have done was just rotate back around, since his teammate got such an awkward touch on that ball. So my teammate ends up winning the kickoff here. I rotate back around, and right here, you'll notice that I see my teammate rotating back. So now I know I'm free to do pretty much whatever I want. So I get the ball over the first guy, and the second guy's way too pushed up, and I get a free goal. So now, as you can see, he gets way too close to his teammate here. If he would have stood the opposite side of the ball around midfield, he probably would have been fine. And that is the game. So what I think you can take from this, if you're struggling in Platinum, is a lot of players are still making positional errors at this rank. And I think what you have to do is make sure that you're rotating properly and make sure that you're not following the ball into the corner. And just be aware of where you expect the opponents to hit the ball. So not only pay attention to your teammates, but pay attention to the positioning of your opponents, because that can give you a good read on where the ball's going to end up. So as usual, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.